Hi everyone, it's Michelle here from Older Women Rock. My channel, Older Women Rock, is about fashion, styling, beauty. I might actually call myself a bit of a mature fashionista. If that sounds like you and you haven't subscribed, jump on board. I'd absolutely love to have you. Down below this video there is a subscribe button. Hit that little button there and you will become a member of my tribe. Our tribe. It's our tribe. Older Women Rock. I'm sure you would agree with that. And thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you right now more than ever. I'm really grateful. More than ever, right now, I am so grateful because, wow, hasn't the world changed? Since I last did a video, which wasn't very long ago, the world has changed, and sadly, not in a good way. Right now, not in a good way. It's a very emotional time right now. Emotions are running high, and for very good reason. This is something that I have never lived through before, and, well, none of us have ever lived through before. I'm not the wisest person in the world, but there's something that I do know. And I know this for certain, that change happens. Change always happens. We can't stop it. It just happens. That's how the world works. So hang in, because it will change. It will change. This too shall pass. I know it's hard to see the light at the tunnel sometimes, but there is one. This will pass. And for those of you that have been feeling really anxious or fearful, that's normal. Please know that's normal. Don't give yourself a hard time about it, and don't let anyone else give you a hard time about it either. These are abnormal times. It's really happening, and we have to accept that, of course. So if sometimes you feel a bit anxious or a bit frightened, you're not alone. You're certainly not alone. And there's something else I know for certain. That is, distractions help in life. When we're having a hard time and times are tough, distractions can help. And that's where I enter the picture. I'm a distraction for you and for me. We're in this together. I hope you feel like we're in this together, because I'm thinking about the whole world right now. I'm thinking about my community, my country, and the world globally. Like you, I'm worried and concerned. I'm not here to add to your stress. That is the last thing in the world I would ever want to do. I'm not here to add to anybody's stress. And at these times in particular, stress will not be anybody's friend. Stress lowers your immunity. It lowers your immune system. So we need to minimize our stress. As my subscribers and my viewers, I'm asking you, what do you want from me? What can I do for you? I'm fine to keep doing my usual light-hearted, frivolous, even superficial videos. They are a distraction, and sometimes that light-heartedness is what we need. I'm not going to admit that it's really easy for me to talk to you about this. I'm not going to pretend. There's such a fine line, and as I said, I really don't want to add to anyone's stress, and in no way do I want to trivialize what's going on, because I'm taking it incredibly serious. And I know that you are too, but I don't want to be serious all the time. It's not going to help me. It won't help you either. I know many of us are confined to our homes at the moment. I put myself into confinement, into self-isolation over a week ago. I decided that for myself. When you hear about all the vulnerable people, well, I'm one of those vulnerable people. I don't have the best immune system, and you might be one of those people too. If you're feeling vulnerable, and you are vulnerable because of health conditions, I'm thinking of you. I'm hoping that we can laugh a little bit sometimes. I do believe that laughter is the best medicine. It releases all those really good endorphins, and we definitely need those right now. So I'm hoping that we can find some light-hearted relief, and we can giggle a little bit here and there. A gorgeous lady who happens to be another Michelle, and she lives in Australia as well. Her channel is called Zesty Girl. Zesty Girl suggested perhaps in my video or my next video or oncoming videos, I could relay to you the ways that I'm coping. Michelle said she wants to hear, how's everyone coping around the world? What are we all doing? What are the different coping mechanisms that we're using? And I suppose our general feelings and thoughts about this. I will not go too deep into this. I'm not going to. I'm choosing not to because I don't want to add to anyone's stress. I'm probably more used to spending more time at home than other people due to extremely low energy levels, extreme fatigue. So I'm probably a little bit more used to it. It doesn't mean I like it, but I have learned over the years to come to some kind of peace with that, some sort of acceptance, and I believe acceptance is always the answer, and never more so than now. Still, I was getting out and about, and I felt very free, and I wasn't anxious, so I did much prefer it that way. So what am I doing lately? I'm probably doing lots of things you guys are doing. I am trying to get fresh air. I'm a huge believer in fresh air, and I'm trying to get early morning sunshine. I also believe in sunshine for that vitamin D. We need that. We all need a bit of extra vitamin D. Early mornings, I sit and read. I drink copious cups of tea because I just love drinking tea. English breakfast, by the way. I'm doing mini walks around the neighborhood. I'm not venturing too far in case I run into a crowd of people or whatever. I don't know. It's probably silly, but yes, I'm watching more movies than usual, and I'm reading, and I'm playing more music than usual. I've even done a bit of cleaning up, not one of my favorite things to do. And yes, and music. I'm dancing around the house a little bit. Good exercise. It's time to put the music on and jump around the house if you can do that. I'm texting, I'm on Facebook messaging, I'm having a few phone calls here and there. I'm really reaching out, probably a little bit more than usual. And I noticed everybody's the same. Everyone's contacting a little bit more than they usually would, and that feels comforting. I know that Brandy, my dog, my older girl, is happy that Mummy's not going out so much. She's sticking to me like glue. Of course she doesn't know what's going on, but she's sticking to me like glue, and she seems quite happy that Mummy's home all the time now. So I know that she's happy about Mummy being home more often. My fur baby, my old girl, she's 15 and a half now. She's such a trooper. She's such a trooper, Brandy. Onto something a little bit more lighthearted. I haven't been to the thrift stores recently. Obviously I haven't. Prior to this current situation, I did pop into the thrift stores, and luckily I actually picked up some extra garments. One was this dress. I absolutely love this dress. It's very vintage looking. It's got flocking on it, velvet flocking. It's got the gorgeous little ruffle chiffon sleeves. It's actually a chiffon silk. It's a magnificent dress. I picked it up for something like $5 or $6. It fits like a glove. Oh, I think that's such a gorgeous design. That inset panel, V panel of velvet there. And I love the way the bottom has, the edge is just a rolled hem, and it's given this little frill all around the bottom, this little ruffle. The shoes, well, they came from the thrift store as well. I bought them some time ago. They're just satin. They're a satin pump, and they were just a few dollars. They're very vintage looking. I thought they'll always go with anything vintage, these shoes. So I think this dress is absolutely the best fit. It's a perfect fit. It's a fantastic score. She wanted this dress, but I got it. I got it. Don't forget to dance. Don't forget to put some music on and do some dancing. Now is the time, if ever. Now is the time. The great versatility of LBDs like this is pretty much a timeless style, this sort of style dress, is you can wear them out of an evening or dress them up. Put on some opaque tights like I just did, pair of boots with a little heel on them, little heel on the boot, put a vintage bag with it or any bag that goes. Got yourself a timeless evening outfit. If you watched any of my other videos, you'd know that I'm very fond of the vintage look. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention about a fabulous YouTube lady, Mary. Mary has a channel called Glitzy Fritzy. Oh, Mary's a card. She's a card. She's wild. I love her personality plus that lady. She mentioned recently, because Mary has silver hair, grey hair, Mary does makeup tutorials, primarily makeup tutorials and videos. And she mentioned that as our hair colour grows out and we go more grey, I'm going very white grey, that it's the time to add more colour into lipstick, because otherwise we can look really washed out. I was already starting to notice that. So I'm really glad that Mary from Glitzy Fritzy mentioned that, because I was starting to notice myself. So I thought, this is fun. I'll be able to wear a few more brighter lipsticks these days. So check out Mary from Glitzy Fritzy if you haven't already. If you haven't already, oh, she's a riot. She's an absolute riot. And she's super talented with putting her makeup on. Wow, is she talented. I think this little grey jacket was a fantastic find, this crop jacket. I don't wear a lot of greys, but the fit was fantastic. Look at the back of this, these little frills across the back. This is a classy little jacket. It actually isn't a high-end label at all. It's one of those budget labels. Fits like a glove, fully lined. Got the buttons, I can do it up. Love this jacket. Blue and grey together. Thrown on my yellow shoes, my patent yellow slides. I'm in love with these. I'm in love with these because I'm injecting more colour into my wardrobe recently. I think the yellow works quite well with the blue actually. They're opposite on the colour wheels. So other than adding it with black or going monochromatic, which is always right, you might get a little bit adventurous and go for the opposite colour on the colour wheel. I'll do a video on that. It's a lot of fun. Combining colours is really fun. It's like decorating your bedroom or your lounge room. It's a lot of fun. Love this jacket. What a score. I'm always on the hunt for jackets when I'm in the thrift stores. Crop jackets for petite women, hard to find a great fitting jacket. Really hard to find. I'm always on the hunt, and when I come by a jacket that fits me, if the price is right, and it always is at the thrift store, I buy it. This cotton blouse was $69.95, mint pink. It's a popular label in Australia. It is a younger label, but they do some really great styles. Mint pink is very popular. But somebody paid $70 for this cotton striped blouse. It's a very cute blouse with the rust and the black stripes through it. For $70. Personally, I'd never pay $70 for a casual blouse. I don't really see the reason for that, but anyway, someone did, and I got it at the thrift store for, I think I paid $5. So there you go. Honestly, clothing is worth nothing secondhand unless it's high-end. If it's high-end and it's a known label and really in demand, to sell clothing secondhand, you can pay like this person did, $70 for a cotton blouse, try and sell it. Well, you probably couldn't even give it away, to be honest, these days. There's so much excess clothing around because of fast fashion. $5 from the thrift store. That's one of the reasons I'm such a huge fan of thrifting. It encourages recycling. The leopard print off the shoulder top is from AliExpress. My beloved off the shoulder tops and blouses. They're fantastic if you have narrow shoulders. If you've got narrow shoulders, and any one that is pear-shaped will have narrow shoulders. So off the shoulders always works for ladies that have narrow shoulders. And you're probably thinking, does this woman really need another leopard print anything? I don't pay a lot of money. What I did get from the thrift store was this fantastic jacket, shell pink jacket. As I said, I always look for great jackets at the thrift store. I find them so hard to find in the stores, and they're not cheap in the stores at all. Usually the ones that I want are pretty expensive. So once again, I might have paid a little bit more for this one, $6, $7, $8, always under $10. Got the button, great fit jacket. You can never go wrong with a neutral trans-seasonal jacket like this. Hey everyone, more than ever, I so appreciate you watching my video today, more than ever. And I just want you to know that you're in my heart and you're in my thoughts. Okay, see you again soon. Bye bye now, and thank you.